part depends on the type of study you have done. Is it exploratory or descriptive or causal? And after that, the second part is empirical part, which is the experiments or the data analysis. Includes the design details such as sampling, data collection methods, as well as time horizon, the field setting, and the unit of analysis, and the results of the study, which is the system design, data analysis. This is the empirical part. Empirical comes from experiments. Okay, clear? The final part of the report, the main findings of your research, which is the discussion and conclusion. In discussion and conclusion, you will tell about the main findings, what you have concluded in your research, what are the findings, the managerial implications of these findings. This is for people who are doing management and business. Recommendations for implementation and the cost-benefit analysis of these recommendations, which could be in what we call future recommendation for future work. The limitations of your study and suggestions for future research following up on your research project. So after you finish all these things, you go to the oral presentation. You have to decide on the content of your presentation. What should be the content? You shouldn't put everything in the presentation. You have very limited time, and you have to summarize only the key things. Maybe 15 slides, 20 slides.
How much time usually they give to
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
20 minutes maximum. 15 minutes for presentation and 5 minutes to 10 minutes to questions. So, deciding on the content, you should use visual aids, for instance, graphs, charts, tables. They are better than just writing words, because writing words are boring. It's boring. So try to use charts to tell about the problem, try to draw something, to tell them in a very short time they can understand. The presenter, the presentation, handling questions, how you get the questions in a very relaxed way. Don't be nervous. Even if he tell you that this is nothing, he can tell such things. What is this? This is rubbish. This is not for master project. Then try to be calm and try to find the best answer. And just smile, because if you get nervous, this is the killing point. One of our friends in his PhD Viva, oral presentation of the PhD, he was the first one in his research group. He published in IEEE Transactions, the first one. And everybody in the faculty were just talking about this person. And when he came to the Viva, he was very confident. But the examiner told him, I don't believe about your findings and all these things. And then he got nervous. He told them, I published in this IEEE Transactions. He said, even if you publish in this one, cannot believe. So he get very nervous and then start touching with him. And then the chairman tell the student, just calm down and sit down. We are just discussing. And it affects the final result. Instead of getting P1, which is minor correction, he got P2. Because of his involvement with the examiner. We should respect him. Even if he gives tough comments, just smile and negotiate with him. Because it is the last, stop point for you. If you avoid this point, then after that everything will be okay. But if you get nervous and get in touch with him, so
It's the end.
maybe the sequences will be quite bad. Also, another example, one of our friends, the examiner told him, why don't you write about such thing in your thesis? And then he was like loving about him. You don't read my thesis. It is in chapter number 3, in section number. It is not a good way to tell him that, or to tell him that way. And then the chairman told him, please stop, sit down. You are not allowed to say in this way. And then his result, instead of B1, becomes B2. Same for the same reason. You have to respect. You have to calm down.
You have to have a way to handle the questions. Even if you don't know the answer of the question, try to give extra time. Instead of he asking you, try to ask him, do you mean this and this and this? Do you mean this and this and this? And through that time you are thinking about the answer, because if the question is very difficult and you cannot answer it from the first time, so try to give extra time, but use your intelligence. Ask him, do you mean like this? Do you mean like this? And then he will clarify too many times. During that time, you get a chance to think about the answer. This is one of the techniques. So he will not get angry of you because you are asking for clarifications, and you will not put yourself in trouble.
Present the important aspect of the study so as to hold the interest of the audience while still providing detailed information. Show the things that everybody of the audience can understand, the examiners can understand. Different stimuli, charts, short movies, pictorial, and tabular description, etc. have to be creatively provided to the audience to sustain their interest throughout the presentation, try to grab the attention of them by using these visual aids. To make all this possible, time and effort have to be expended in crafting, planning, organizing, and re-releasing the presentation. Try to make a rehearsal before. Prova. We call it prova. Try to do it at home. Try to do it in front of your friends. Try to organize yourself. Ask for their comments before. Ask people who do this, who go through this experience. Okay, try to put timer for yourself and try to train yourself about the time, so you can do better. Check out the TEDx speaker guide. Illustrated guide for speakers for some guiding principles on how to craft and deliver compelling talks. You go to the TEDx and see some hints and guidelines. Slides are often helpful. Images, photos, graphs, and infographics may also help you to sustain the interest of your audience. So try to focus on the visual aids. Think about dress. This is also important. Your formal dress. Think about dress, mannerisms, gestures, and voice modulation. Your voice, don't be very loud or don't be very smooth. In between. Gestures, your smile, your eye movements, there are a lot of things. Your hands, where you put your hands, and movement. Yeah. Don't try to show anything in your mouth, chewing gum. Yeah, it happens. Happens for some students.
In that style.
You just take it easy.
And some of them, they just come to the oral presentation, the defense, not dressing well, wearing sports, wearing casual. So try to be more formal. Speak audibly, clearly, without distracting mannerism and at the right speed. Don't speak very fast or don't speak very low. Speak clear, don't use different or strange language that you cannot understand. Establish eye contact. This is very important. Your eye contact should be for all. Don't just stay in front of a presentation and just finish. Varying the length of the sentence, vary your tone of voice. When you raise your tone, when you make it down, and the rate of flow of information, how you give the information, how to make the audience excited to know what's next through your presentation, through your presenting, increasing your voice, making it down. Tell it like a story. Re-erase, keep erasing until you feel comfortable about your presentation. Means try to make more progress in your home, in front of your friends. It means you to just train yourself. I mean, it's not a gift that you're born with this gift. No. It is, maybe sometimes for some people it could be a gift, but not for all people. So you have to just train. Copyright, all rights reserved. This is for these slides. Copyright. That's it. Have any question?